name is Lauren Miller, and as you can probably see by all of my stuff I have on, I work at Medtronic, and I've been working in our cardiovascular diagnostics business for the past 6 months or so as a second rotation in the leadership development and rotational program. I have an undergraduate degree in neuroscience from the University of Minnesota. I think, like a lot of folks who venture into the medical industry, I was planning on pursuing medical school as a doctor or as a physician. So as you can imagine, I spent a lot of my time prior to my MBA specifically studying neuroscience research. In addition to that, I also have substantial experience in athletics, both as an athlete myself, but also as a coach and a personal trainer from athletes from middle school age through the high school level, collegiate level at Division I, University of Minnesota. So as I started to think about what I wanted to be when I grew up and what I wanted to do in the future, I knew that I wanted to pursue a career that ultimately allowed me to exercise both my innate curiosity and kind of drive for intellectual challenge, but also to have that direct relationship building and direct impact on the lives of other people. I realized that an MBA would teach me the hard skills I needed to pivot into the business side of the medical industry. So coming into business school, I knew that I was still very interested in the medical industry side because of that direct life-saving impact that we have on people. However, getting out of the research side, I knew would allow me to be creative and would allow me to work with people and still have that direct, meaningful impact on the lives of other people. At least for the coaching experience and the athletics experience, I actually lean on that a lot, almost more so than my research experience. I found after going through the typical interview prep of making your star stories and really writing down what it is you learned from each individual experience that you had in your past, but also how it could potentially apply to the job that you're speaking to or interviewing to. That the soft skills and the interpersonal skills that I learned while I was an athlete and while I was coaching really came to light for me. In particular, from the athletic side, being able to leverage coming in as a very young coach with a brand new squad and a brand new coaching staff and being in a very unfamiliar situation. And, right there in that scenario, you have leading without authority, you have managing up, you have managing a team, you have managing a group, you have all of the quintessential star story components right there for you. With the research side, that was much more objective and got me my qualitative measures for the percent impact I had on, developing a study and getting results and publishing papers. That's very objective, and it allowed me to differentiate myself despite maybe not having a more traditional pre-MBA experience. One, staying true to yourself and staying true to your story and trust that those things will come to light. And two, really leverage your peers. That honestly is what got me through this whole process. I met some really wonderful people and some really wonderful friends, both leading up to my MBA and in my MBA through the pivot process. And I think sometimes, we're taught to be really humble and we're taught to not talk about ourselves, right? And I think having kind of an advisory board of sorts, or kind of circling yourself with people who are going to challenge your beliefs about yourself, are the ones who are really going to see those little areas where you shine, where you might not even realize it. You are capable of more than you think, and you have more to offer than you realize. Coming in with a little bit of an atypical background, I had, we all call it imposter syndrome, but I just had a lot of anxious feelings about the way that I was supposed to be. And looking back on it now, and I think the unexpected challenge, I would say, is teaching myself that I could have just been myself all along. And that was good. That was enough. I was rattled in business school. And I think realizing that, like, hey, no, I can do this, and challenging myself to change that mindset was really powerful for me. I'm very happy that I'm here. I'm very happy that I went through the journey that I did, with all of the unexpected twists and turns throughout. But I'm very grateful to, see what the future holds here at Medtronic. If you're afraid, do it. Don't let fear hold you back. Do it in spite of the fear.